KIRO Nights, everybody. My name's Aaron Mason. I'm here with G. Scott, Frank Shires, David Burbank. It's the end of the 8 o'clock hour, so you know what that means.
It's time to ask the question of the day. It's time to ask the question of the day.
Do we dance to that every time? Because every time I've been here.
Every time.
There's a little groove in the seats. Text the Online Trading Academy text line 98973. We want to hear your answers to the following.
All right.
What was the last thing that you and your significant other sat down to watch together?
And you can't say news.
You can't say news.
Yeah.
This has to be either appointment viewing or it's something you sat down, had a bowl of popcorn, and pulled up on the old Netflix.
Well, every Sunday night, even though I didn't get an opportunity because I was out of town this weekend, and she's out of town as well, but every Sunday night, it's all about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Hey, I'm telling you, man, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It is so juicy. It's good stuff. That's my deal, Frank.
Okay.
What do you say, Frank Shires?
I can't remember the last time we sat down at home, but I can tell you that we sat down together and went and saw Captain Marvel together.
Oh yeah,
along with others. But
now, I know you're a big comic book guy and you like all these movies.
Yep.
how does your wife feel about?
She's I can't think of. She goes to most of them with us, and she has not given a thumbs down to any of the Marvel movies. I don't think. I think she's liked all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that she's gone to. Yeah, she pretty much is a fan, and she's a big fan. She liked Captain Marvel a lot, a lot. She liked Black Panther a lot.
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Because it was one of your favorite movies. That's why I pointed to you and said it.
Can we be transparent right now?
Sure.
With the KIRO Night listeners?
Sure.
So when Frank Shires goes to make a point about Black Panther,
he points at you.
He points right at me. Frank, why did you point at me when you
it's one
talking
of your
about Frank?
favorite movies.
And why is it my favorite movie, Frank?
Well, we never discussed that. Did it have to do with the color of his skin?
I don't know. That's the only Marvel movie I really watched.
Okay, there it is.
425 texts in and says kitchen shows. Freaking kitchen shows.
Okay.
425, another one texts in and says Leaving Neverland. That Michael Jackson thing. Did you see that, Brother Frank?
I did not.
Ooh, man.
Heavy.
Dark.
Do you think it's possible for somebody to come away after watching Leaving Neverland and be like, oh, no, Mike didn't do that?
I went, the day after, I went on Twitter and looked up, the Michael Jackson innocent hashtag.
Yeah.
And you won't believe how many people just are sticking to their guns. I don't understand it.
909 texted in and said Billions. By the way, I have not gotten into Billions the last couple seasons.
HBO, right?
Showtime.
Oh, is it?
Showtime.
Billions is an excellent show.
Okay.
Brother DB?
Frank, cover your ears. My girlfriend is a big fan of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She's followed it since the beginning, and so that's what we watch from now on. And it is, I will say this, it is one of the most well-produced, besides this show here on KIRO Nights, it's one of the most well-produced shows I've ever watched.
Hold on. We got to call him out.
Yeah, please.
Go ahead.
You notice what we were supposed to talk about is the last time you and your significant other sat down and watched something.
Right.
And you notice how he prefaced that by saying, oh, it's her favorite show.
Yeah.
And then he goes in it.
Well, yeah, because I had never watched it ever before dating her, and now it's a thing we say, shall we keep up? And so we turn it on Hulu and we keep up.
Do you really say, shall we keep up?
Yeah, absolutely. Gee. Give it a try. It's a really interesting show, and you get caught up in the narratives. It's fun. It's just a fun show, like The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I believe it. But you ever been growing up and your mom and your daddy told you don't try something because you might like it and become hooked.
Yeah.
That's the Kardashians.
Man,
That's fair. It's addictive. It's a weird addiction.
I refuse to walk around knowing that I watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Ain't gonna do it. No way, no how.
Aaron, quick.
My girlfriend and I, the last thing we watched, the very last thing, was an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine and an episode of Bob's Burgers. 2 great shows.
Yep.
But the one before that was a movie that Hulu recommended called Pizza My Heart, which is a 2005 version of Romeo and Juliet, but the 2 families are neighboring, warring pizzerias in New Jersey.
Oh, Lord. Coming up next in the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about transparency with a local company here when it comes to, well, we'll tell you what that is next. Listen to KIRO Nights. G. Scott, my main man, Mace.